A tiny beetle, frozen solid by carbon dioxide, appears perfectly lifelike on film, yet its reality is grim. This seemingly innocent macro shot hides a dark secret, sparking fierce debates among wildlife artists. The pursuit of extraordinary close-up footage crosses ethical boundaries, pushing creatures to their limits for images. Experts question if our quest for visual perfection justifies harm to these delicate, miniature worlds. Macro photography and videography immerse us in unseen dimensions, revealing breathtaking details of insect eyes or plant textures. Through specialized lenses, we witness intricate behaviors and vibrant patterns normally invisible to the human eye. This intimate perspective fosters a profound appreciation for biodiversity, inspiring millions globally with nature's hidden wonders. The meticulous craft requires immense skill, patience, and often sophisticated equipment to capture fleeting moments. Filmmakers painstakingly adjust lighting and focus, transforming mundane garden creatures into cinematic stars. However, achieving extreme detail can demand intrusive methods, creating a divisive ethical dilemma within the community. Viewers rarely consider the unseen effort or impact behind a perfectly composed shot of a spider hunting. Many professionals assert that disturbing wildlife for art is fundamentally wrong, prioritizing animal welfare above all else. They argue that true documentary seeks to observe, not to manipulate, maintaining the integrity of natural processes. Yet, others contend some intervention is necessary to secure iconic images for powerful conservation messaging. This contentious gray area defines the ongoing battle for the soul of macro wildlife storytelling. One widely debated technique involves cooling subjects, like insects, to slow their metabolism, making them docile. Filmmakers might place a spider or beetle in a refrigerator for minutes, rendering it docile for shooting. This method, while effective for achieving stationary shots, raises serious concerns about animal stress and recovery. Many small creatures possess delicate physiological systems, highly sensitive to sudden temperature fluctuations or prolonged chilling. But that's not the strangest part of this controversial hidden practice. Some use carbon dioxide gas to immobilize insects for extended periods, risking permanent damage or death. This extreme intervention ensures subjects remain perfectly still, allowing for incredibly sharp, stacked macro photographs. Imagine an ant revived from such a state, disoriented and vulnerable, struggling back to its complex colony life. Another contentious practice involves staging interactions, moving predators and prey into artificial proximity for dramatic effect. A praying mantis might be placed near a butterfly, orchestrating a hunt that would never occur naturally. Wait until you hear what comes next regarding the ethics of habitat manipulation. Filmmakers sometimes prune foliage, clear debris, or alter microhabitats for cleaner backgrounds and lighting. This minor adjustment can disrupt delicate ecosystems, displacing or exposing vulnerable organisms to new threats. Expert ecologists warn against such habitat modifications, emphasizing the intricate balance within even the smallest environments. They explain how moving a single rock destroys a tiny microhabitat built over generations by unseen invertebrates.
And then something unexpected happened concerning the creation of new ethical guidelines.
As awareness grew, professional organizations began implementing stricter codes of conduct, condemning explicit manipulation. These guidelines emphasize minimal disturbance. Concerning the creation of new ethical enforcing these guidelines rules remains challenging in a competitive industry driven by viral content and visuals, and always putting the animal first. Unexpected, however, concerning the creation of new ethical enforcing these guidelines rules remains challenging in a competitive industry driven by viral content and visuals. The pressure for unique, never-before-seen footage often pushes individuals to skirt ethical lines. Consider the difficulty in verifying if a breathtaking shot was truly captured in the wild or carefully constructed. Yet another angle reveals a deeper, compelling set of artistic motivations. Some artists argue their interventions are creative expression, akin to a painter arranging a still life. They believe the resulting imagery, even manipulated, serves a higher purpose by drawing attention to nature's beauty. This perspective highlights the tension between objective scientific documentation and subjective artistic interpretation. The very definition of wildlife photography itself becomes blurred when human hands intricately choreograph the scene. These controversial practices erode public trust in documentary filmmaking, making viewers question what they see. If an image is staged, its power to educate and inspire genuine conservation efforts significantly diminishes over time. Scientists relying on visual evidence for research face challenges distinguishing genuine behavior from manipulated portrayals. This ethical ambiguity creates a ripple effect, potentially undermining critical data collection and accurate ecological understanding. For the animals, even minor disturbances can have profound, long-lasting consequences on their survival and reproduction. A chilled insect might become an easy meal, or a displaced one might fail to find its nest. The cumulative effect of repeated interventions could contribute to localized population declines for sensitive species. Prominent conservationists argue that respect for wildlife must always supersede the desire for photographic spectacle. They believe authentic, undisturbed footage holds greater long-term value for both scientific study and public engagement. Furthermore, the public's perception of nature becomes skewed, fostering unrealistic expectations for future wildlife encounters. This debate forces us to reconsider our role as observers and define our responsibilities to the natural world. Ultimately, the choice between stunning staged imagery and genuine undisturbed documentation shapes the future of nature media. Maintaining integrity in macro wildlife storytelling ensures the narratives we share truly reflect Earth's intricate, wild beauty. The resolution lies in transparent practices and a collective commitment to ethical filmmaking standards worldwide. The world of close-up nature reveals breathtaking wonders, but capturing them demands careful ethical consideration. Balancing artistic vision with the welfare of tiny subjects remains a critical challenge for every passionate macro creator. True respect for wildlife means prioritizing its well-being, ensuring our images inspire conservation without causing harm. If you found this exploration of macro ethics fascinating, subscribe for more incredible stories from the natural world. Join our journey of discovery and let me know what ethical considerations you believe are most important.